Hey friends, it's the Baron without the window weather on this 9th day of August 2015. Temperature is about 70 degrees and it's right around noon or noon 30. So I thought I'd give you guys an update of my pigaculture. That's where we let our pig, she was in what used to be part of a hayfield. We fenced it off, put electric fence around it. Here's where you can see last year's, what we did this year. So there's where the grass is and she's cultivating around the edges and such. Well, anyways, in here, and if you see in the past videos, you can see where I had um, this was an area that she was at, and now just let it kind of go wild. All the compost, everything that she ate and pooped at and planted herself. This is all her. I did nothing to this. The only thing that I can say I did is right here in this small corner right here, because there was nothing down here. I had a couple extra tomato plants, so I planted a few tomato plants here, and right shortly over there I planted a couple things of corn. But other than that, other than I think 5 tomato plants and 2 small rows of corn, um, I personally planted nothing else in here. So I'm going to show you some of the cool stuff that is appearing in the Pigaculture garden. So first we have right here, we have I believe this is a butternut squash, and the plant is super healthy. It's actually goes all the way over there. So pretty awesome. Again, I didn't plant that. That was all fed to Sylvia, our pig, and she planted it. Here is a tomato plant from feeding her tomatoes, and they're growing well. And as you see, not staked or anything like that. Also have not weeded around anything. Just to let Sylvia plant them and let the weeds and such compete together. Right here is, looks like some more butternut squash. There's so much stuff hidden down throughout here. So here it's a crookneck squash. Here is, I think these are just some type of pumpkin. I'm really not sure exactly what these are, but um, another type pumpkin. So I mean, this is just chocked full of stuff. If you're wondering why I'm letting some of the stuff go big, is I've already missed it, so I'm just letting it go nice and big. So what most people call going to seed. The other reason I'm doing that is because it stores longer, so I can store it in a cooler, and then this fall I can chop it up and give it to the chickens and such. Oh, so if you watched my past video, you saw how excited I was about my watermelon vine, because it's really hard to get watermelons to grow here. But look, watermelon. It's still pretty small, but about the size of a baseball or softball, but I got a little baby watermelon to grow. So as long as that gets a little bit longer and gets to seed, we will be ecstatic, and I will take those seeds and use those seeds to grow watermelons in the future, since that would mean it's acclimated well to this climate. Pretty crazy, all the stuff in here. Actually, there's squashes and such over there. This is about, I'm standing about eye level, so this is eye level. So if you see some of these weeds and such are definitely above my head. More squash. Watermelon's still what I'm most excited about. Ouch. Down over here, oh, these are pretty cool. White pumpkins. Pretty excited about the white pumpkins. Some more squash. This really cool pumpkin right there. They get these kind of warts on them, and they're bumpy, and I use them for deck decor, but the chickens and Sylvia, our pig, absolutely loves them. So here's the corn. I planted a little late in the year, so that's why it's only about waist high now. But it's a red corn, so I'm hoping that there is enough time that it should at least produce some ears inside this red corn. And these are the 3 little rows that I planted, so I can't give Sylvia credit for that one. I used her handiwork and planted them. Here's a good-sized pumpkin that's going to be growing there. It's going to be pretty cool. And there's a squash in here. Oh, there's a butternut squash, and I think that was a zucchini we let go too long, and that's some cool thing. And then there's some right back there. There is some crookneck squash, and tons of. And really, if you walk through here, you'll see there's actually tons of tomato plants in here too. Nothing's red yet, just still turning green. But so it's all pretty awesome. So, and honestly, the only work I had to do was to fix part of the fence and make sure that Sylvia couldn't get back in here for this time of year. And she pretty much did all the work for the garden. So it's a pretty awesome almost a zero touch garden. So I don't think this would be considered a zero till garden because Sylvia did till up the soil and such over the course of the last year. But no petrochemicals were used in this garden of any sort. No tractors, we didn't use gas for anything. Just an electric drill to fix some of the fencing over here and to expand the next fencing. So I think the goal, for those that are wondering, I think the goal is, well, she'll be coming here in the fall after I harvest everything so she can eat everything down. And I think next year I'll let this be the garden and then give this area over here a little bit of rest and expand one more paddock out that way. But yeah, it's the Baron with Out the Window Weather on this 9th day of August 2015. And just showing you the update on the Pigaculture garden. And as you see, a big fluffy kind of gray cloud supposed to rain later. But anyways, you guys have yourself a wonderful day. Adios.